Hello guys and welcome back. So let's continue with our application. So in this one, let's just add our dummy data here, like in our demo app. We have a stockfish on top and we are showing the time and the user, and we have moved these buttons up here. Okay, so let's do this really quick. So okay, for that we need to come back inside here where we have our column here. So in the children here, let's add our opponent's data here. Let's say opponent's data. We can have a list out here, and then for the leading, let's have a secular avatar. It's for the background, we have to have an image, and then the radius, let's have 25 for now. And then for the image, let's add some images here. So let me minimize here. In my desktop here, I've got this folder, Flutterchase images. When I open it, I've got these images here. I'll put them in the description. So let me copy them. If you want to use these images, they will be downloadable. I'll upload them, or you can just use your own. So I've got the user image, stockfish, Google image, and our chess image here. So I'm just going to minimize this and open up our application. And then here on the root here, not inside the lib, here on the root, I'm just going to create a new folder. Then I'm going to name it as assets. Okay, and then inside assets here, I'm going to create another folder. I'm going to name this as images. And then here inside images, I'm going to right click and review in Explorer. This is our folder. Then inside here, I'm just going to paste those. So these are pasted. We can close this. These are our images pasted inside our application. Then after this, I'm just going to need to go to paps.yml file. Then down here where it says assets, you need to uncomment this, and then also uncomment this. So this hyphen needs to be direct below this second S, and then our images are stored inside assets/images, and then we can remove all this. That's all we need to do here. We can close it and save. That one will save. And once that is done, we can create our asset manager class. So I'm just going to right click on the lib here and then create another folder. I'm going to name this as service. And inside the service, I'm going to right click and create another folder. This one is going to be our asset manager. Let's name it asset manager.dat. And then let's create this class assets manager. Then we can start static string images. This one will point to our images inside assets/images. That's all. Then we can start referencing our images down here. So let's start static string. We have a user icon. This one will be our, let's put it inside the string images / then if we come back here, it's called user icon, user_icon .png. That's our user icon. We can just copy this and do it 3 more times. Okay, next we have our chess icon. What is it named? It's a chess image. Chess image, that's a capital letter C underscore 1 dot jpg. Say jpg. The next we have a Google icon, which is just named as Google dot jpg. And then we have a stockfish underscore 1 dot let's go into the stockfish icon. Then it says saved at stockfish underscore 1 dot png. Okay, so this needs to be the same as how we are saving our images here. So once our asset manager is done, we can go ahead and close it. Now we can continue inside here. So the background image, we are going to say assets manager, not asset manager, we have to say assets image. And then inside here we're going to call our asset manager dot stockfish icon. Okay, so what's going on here, or what's the problem? Say asset image, like that. Okay, so this is our leading, the secure avatar. Let's have our title. Title for this one is going to be a text widget, and then we know for now let's just solve for stockfish. We can add a constant keyword, and then let's have a subtitle, which will also be a text widget. This will be our rating. Let's put as 3000 for now. We can add the constant modifier, and then let's have our trailing, which will also be the text widget, which is going to be our time. Let's put like 5 minutes for now. You can add a constant modifier there. Right now we're just putting hard-coded data. Okay, we have created this list style for the opponent. Let's copy this. Then below this chessboard, let's put hours. Now we can say our data, and then here we can just say user 3014, just a random 15, just a random name. Maybe the rating we can be 12, then the time is the same. So now let's stop the application and run it, since we have added some assets here. So the application has started. You can see we have put these we've put these two items here. Now let's change this below to our user icon. Let's hot restart. Okay, then next let's move these up here. So if we go to inside the game screen here, let's give this a color first. Let's have a style, which comes from text style, and then color, we have colors.white. We can have a constant modifier here. Then we can put the leading icon to exit this screen, but before we exit we need to have a warning. We'll work on that as well. So let's put the leading here, which will be the icon button, and then for icon let's put icons dot arrow back, and then let's put the onPressed method, which we're just going to say navigator dot pop. For now we are just going to pop the context, and then later we can add check. We can show dialog if sure. So this one we can put it as the to do. We need to come back here, and then let's also give this a color, colors.white. There is a proper way to in coloring all these things in our application. We will learn that later. Instead of giving every icon or the text a color, we can just define a theme and then it will control all these coloring. Okay, we'll learn that later in this course. So now next we need to put those icons. So let's come back here and then let's get this first one, or we can just get all of them. Let's cut here, and then inside the actions here let's paste it. Then let's move this size box. So we have this button for the arrow, and then for the new game let's also change it to icon button like that, and then instead of a child here, this one has got an icon. Okay, icon, and then here instead of, oh yeah, it's still reset game. Then for the icon here we are going to put the restart icon, icons dot maybe reload. What's it called? Icons dot rotate or start. Let's just go with this for now. We can also copy the color and then put the color even here. Okay, let's restart and see what we have. Yeah, great. So we have these icons up here, but now the game is centered together with this information board. So let's fix this. If we come back here to the game, we can see that here everything is under center. So let's remove this center widget, and then let's see if we restart. Let's see what we have. Okay, it's still not pushed, so we need to remove this. Let's just comment it and then restart it again. Okay, so it has moved up here. So this is what we want, which is the same as our test board, this, and then now we have also created this. Okay, so now the next thing is to start implementing all these things. So the gaming screen is at least visually it's done, the UI is done. Let's start working on the functions, which is what we'll do in the next video.